Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To Madam Ratna, my name is Nur Hazira binti Zulkifli, matrix number B0624101141. So today I'm going to talk about the Bullwhip Effect. Firstly, what is the Bullwhip Effect? So the Bullwhip Effect is a supply chain phenomenon where small minor fluctuations in consumer demand cause progressively larger amplified swings in orders and inventory at the wholesale, distributor, and manufacturing levels. It leads to severe inefficiencies, overproduction, stockouts, and inflated holding costs. This is the diagram of the Bullwhip Effect. Next, the primary causes of Bullwhip effect. So your first one is demand forecast updating. Each node in the chain adds its own safety buffer to forecast, distorting the actual demand data as it moves upstream. The second cause is order batching. Some companies delay orders to combine them and save on freight or administrative costs, making the orders appear irregular and exaggerated. Thirdly, price fluctuations. Special discounts and bulk pricing cause retailers to forward buy and hoard the inventory, obscuring the genuine, steady consumer demand. Lastly, rationing and gaming. During product shortages, manufacturers allocate goods proportionally. Customers intentionally inflate their orders, known as skimming, to secure the supply they actually need. Next, quantifying the bullwhip. First, consider a two-stage supply chain. Retailer who observes customers' demand. The retailer is the business that sells products directly to customers. The retailer can see the actual demand from customers, such as how many products are bought during a certain period. This information is used to decide future orders. Retailer places an order to a manufacturer. The retailer sends orders to the manufacturer to restore products. The manufacturer then produces or supplies the required goods. The quantity ordered depends on customer demand and inventory levels. Retailer faces a fixed lead time. Lead time refers to the time taken for an order to arrive after it is placed. A fixed lead time means the delivery time is always the same. For example, if the lead time is 2 weeks, every order will arrive exactly after 2 weeks. Retailer also follows a simple periodic review policy. The retailer checks inventory at regular intervals instead of continuously. After reviewing the inventory, the retailer decides how much stock should be ordered. Retailer reviews inventory every period. At the end of each period, such as every week or month, the retailer checks the amount of stock available and compares it with customer demand. This helps the retailer avoid stock shortages or excess inventory. Places an order to bring its inventory level up to a target level. The retailer has a target inventory level that should always be maintained. If the current stock is lower than the target, the retailer orders enough products to restore inventory back to the desired level. The review period is one. This means the retailer reviews inventory once every period. For example, if one period equals 1 week, the retailer checks inventory and places orders every week. So there are several methods for coping with the bullwhip. Firstly, reducing uncertainty or centralizing information. Company can reduce the bullwhip effect by sharing accurate and real-time information across the supply chain. When retailers, suppliers, and manufacturers all have access to the same customer demand data, they can make better decisions and avoid overreacting to demand changes. Secondly, reducing variability. Demand variability can be reduced by using stable pricing strategies and avoiding sudden promotions or discounts. When customer demand becomes more stable and predictable, supply chain members can place orders more consistently and avoid large fluctuations in inventory. Thirdly, lead time reduction. Shorter lead times help companies to respond faster to consumer demand. By improving transportation, production, and communication processes, products can be delivered more quickly. This reduces uncertainty and decreases the need for excessive inventory or large safety stocks. The last method is strategic partnerships. Strong cooperation between supply chain partners help to reduce the bullwhip effect. Retailers, suppliers, and manufacturers can work together by sharing information, coordinating inventory management, and planning demand forecast jointly. This improves trust, communication, and overall supply chain efficiency. One real business example that can be related to the bullwhip effect is Shopee. In Shopee's supply chain, customer demand can change very quickly, especially during major online sales campaigns such as 11/11 or 12/12 promotions. When customers suddenly purchase large amounts of certain products, sellers on Shopee may assume that demand will continue increasing. As a result, sellers will place large orders to suppliers and manufacturers to avoid running out of stock. However, if the actual customer demand later decreases, suppliers and warehouses may end up with excess inventory. The situation reflects the bullwhip effect because a small increase in customer demand creates a much larger increase in orders throughout the supply chain. Lead time also contributes to the bullwhip effect in Shopee's operation. Delays in shipping, stock replenishment, or international delivery can cause sellers to order more products than necessary as a safety measure. So, in addition, inaccurate forecasting during promotional periods may increase fluctuations in inventory and orders. So, in order to reduce the bullwhip effect, Shopee uses demand forecasting systems, real-time sales data, and communication between sellers, suppliers, and logistic partners. These methods help improve inventory planning, reduce uncertainty, and make the supply chain more efficient. The conclusion for this topic is the bullwhip effect happens when small changes in customer demand cause larger fluctuations in orders throughout the supply chain. Factors such as lead time, inventory policies, and inaccurate demand forecasting can increase this effect. As orders move from the retailer to the manufacturer, the variation becomes bigger, leading to problems such as excess inventory, stock shortages, higher costs, and inefficient operations. Therefore, effective communication, accurate forecasting, and better coordination among supply chain members are important to reduce the bullwhip effect and improve overall supply chain performance. Also, from this topic, I learned that the bullwhip effect occurs when small changes in customer demand create larger fluctuations in order throughout the supply chain. I also learned that factors such as inaccurate forecasting, long lead times, poor communication, and sudden demand changes can worsen the problem. The topic helped me to understand the importance of coordination and information sharing between retailers, suppliers, and also manufacturers. This knowledge can be applied in real business situations by improving demand forecasting, reducing delivery lead times, and using real time information systems. Businesses can also strengthen cooperation with suppliers and logistic partners to ensure smoother inventory management. By controlling the bullwhip effect, companies can reduce excess inventory, avoid stock shortages, lower operating costs, and improve customer satisfaction. I think that's all from me for this topic. Thank you.